Welcome back to Week 5, Video 2 in the AEDT 9340 Play-Based Learning and Kindergarten course. The focus of this video is on math in a play-based learning environment. As you watch this video, please consider the following analysis questions. These questions will help guide you in your learning this week. Feel free to pause the video to reflect before going further. What is play-based learning? Play-based learning is defined as a child-centered approach to learning that encompasses social, emotional, cognitive, and academic development. It is based on a child's interests and abilities through engaging and developmentally appropriate learning experiences. The play allows children the opportunity to stumble across various concepts in math. When children play, they are doing much more than play, according to Kemp 2017. The teacher takes on a facilitator role and scaffolds in the child's learning. How to implement play-based learning. There are many different ways to implement play-based math into the kindergarten curriculum, and it is important to note that every class looks different based on the needs of the students. Math can be implemented throughout the day and not just in specific blocks. An understanding of the different types of play will help educators implement it properly. There are 4 different types of play that can be found in a play-based learning environment.
The 4 types of play by Wickstrom et al. 2019 are 1. Free play, 2. Guided play, 3. Teacher-directed play, and 4. Direct instruction. We will take a closer look at each type of play in this video. The first type of play we will be exploring is free play. The term free play refers to play that is directed by the child. Adults may participate in the play, but they are not in charge of the child or the rules. Children concentrate on their own interests, create their own norms, and communicate in their own preferred manner. Here are some examples of manipulatives being used in math. Using shapes to make things on a tabletop, building with shapes, making patterns with cubes, and playing hopscotch. You can use manipulatives like counting bears, colored tiles, cubes, and pattern blocks. You can plan learning centers. You can take your math learning outside, like using chalk to write numbers, counting sticks, leaves, and stones. You can join in on the play, follow the child's lead. You can plan games and play with them, such as matching games, dice games, and board games. You can incorporate math in all areas of the classroom. The next type of play we will explore is guided play. Guided play refers to learning experiences that combine the child-directed nature of free play, focusing on learning outcomes and adult mentorship. The child and the educator share the role in the play. The educator works to extend the child's learning through asking questions, engaging in play with them, making comments and connections with them, ensuring they get the most learning out of the playtime.
Guided play is where children explore in an environment that has been set up by the educators. Guided play can look like free play. As educators, how can you incorporate guided play into your kindergarten classroom? Through setting up activities using items such as snap cubes, pattern blocks, cards, and dice. Ensure that there are activities that allow the educator to provide feedback and guidance to the child. For example, playing a simple board game allows for the educator to give feedback and improve in the children's counting. Also, create a setting that emphasizes mathematical principles and allowing students to play in small groups with the teacher. The third type of play we will explore is teacher-directed play. Teacher-directed play is when the teacher is implementing a specific game or activity during the play. The educators are in control of what happens during the activity by laying out clear rules and directions for children to follow. It is much more structured in its layout. When an instructor puts out materials for students' learning. Students will access the materials of interest to them and begin to learn through the teacher-directed approach. An instructor will put out materials and students will follow the directions to complete the task. The final type of play that we will explore will be direct instruction.
Direct instruction is an instructional approach that is structured, sequenced, and led by teachers. It may be done by lecture or demonstration. The instructor leads the students in a structured lesson. By demonstrating to the students with what they need to do, the students are then able to follow the instructor's lead. This can be done with whole group or small group instruction. You can incorporate direct instruction by having the students gather in a circle in the classroom or outside. The instructor will demonstrate the instructions while the students listen. Then they will be able to do it on their own. At the end of this week's module, you will take away how to incorporate math in a play-based learning environment, how to implement play-based learning in kindergarten, and will have knowledge on the 4 types of play. After watching this video, please answer the following synthesis questions. Please post your answers to the synthesis questions on the Week 5 discussion board on Slack and respond to 3 peers' posts. See you all in tutorial and be prepared to talk about your findings. Thank you for watching.
Here are the following references used to create this video. All pictures used within this video came from Creative Commons of Pixabay and Flickr.